GingerGM.
Hello everyone, and it's been a while, so it's good to be back with some streams. Charlie, you coming in? Do you want me to move the chair in? Do. There you go. You can see Charlie's tail here. So he's just jumped on the desk to say hello. Shall we say hello to Charlie? Charlie the chess cat. There we go. Hello, Charlie. His water bowl is actually on the table, you see. So he jumps on the table to have a glass of water, and you might notice that chair next to me, it looks like someone actually joins me here, but that's not true. It's just for Charlie. He's actually got his own leather chair. Can you Adam and Eve it? So he's got his own chair which he sleeps on, and he's got his glass of water up here. He obviously knows it's time to stream because he's come jumping up. A quick hello to everyone. He's obviously been missing you guys nearly as much as me. So I have missed you guys. I mean, I've been very, very busy over the last month, so I haven't had much time to stream. I've actually seen a couple of you guys I can see in the chat now. I've actually met in the last month. So Jobius, hello to you, sir. And Mr. Tall Guy from Amsterdam. Can't remember your name, I was too wasted. Hello to you as well. And you guys were great. I mean, so what have I'll tell you what I've been doing before we crack on. Basically have been doing a fair few chess tournaments. So I played in Ireland in Bunratty for a weekend, which was messy. Then I went to Amsterdam for about 9-10 days. Oh my words, Amsterdam is crazy, absolutely madness. I was playing a Grandmaster tournament in a cafe with a nice back room. They had a great bar, lovely smoking area. You know what kind of smoking was going on down there. Not that I was really partaking in that, more of a drinking man. And met some lovely people there. The tournament was cool, but people were coming along who've seen the stream. So a lot of you guys who've seen the streams, who lived in Holland, came down and said hello. So it was really cool to meet some of you guys. It was a pleasure to meet some of you guys. Went out drinking with some of you. Jobius, we had a good couple of drinks, and you know, Mr. Tall Guy. I'm gonna have to say Tall Guy. I can't remember. My memory for a Grandmaster is abysmal. I really need to work on it before the Fine Gold match. Oh yeah, we'll come to that a bit later on. So what did I do after Amsterdam? Well, after Amsterdam, hello Charlie, where you going? You off? Bye. After Amsterdam, I got a train to Hamburg. I filmed some DVDs to Chessbase, and then after Hamburg, I've just been in Denmark for the weekend with Anna, Anna Rudolph, Fiona, and the guys at Outrage Chess. Those incredibly cool Outrage Chess guys. And if you haven't heard of Outrage Chess, just Google them. You're missing out. You're missing out, man. Google Outrage YouTube and look at their videos. In my eyes, these guys, just Google that, Outrage YouTube, chess, put the chess in there. In my opinion, these guys make the best chess videos in the world. Now, I'm not just saying that, they're even better than the GingerGM videos, which I'm going to have to admit to. They're bloody awesome. They are bloody awesome. They're really cool. They're funny, they're informative, and they're a good level. They're a bit lower down, but they're cool and fun. So go and check them out. So I've been very busy, and I love streaming, and I love doing everything I can. And now I'm back. I'm going to be streaming a lot more. I've got the next month. Passporn, thank you for renewing your sub or whatever you were doing there. I've got the next month here at home, so I'm going to try to stream 3, 4 times, 5 times a week, and start doing YouTube again. So I'll be back with you, my family, my Twitch family. Come and give me a hug. There you go. Nice big hugs. There you go. Nice big hugs. So what are we going to do today? Well, I think a bit of a chilled one today. We're going to take it a bit easy. But I'm going to give you a couple of puzzles. So I'm going to share with you a couple of puzzles that I've had from my games over the last month. See if you can solve the puzzles. We're also going to play some Blitz and just chill the hell out. That's what we need to do. So let me catch up with people in the chat. So I'll start with Passporn. Yeah, 14 months sub. Thank you very much. Sub into this channel certainly supports me. It's very, very kind of you. Cheers, Passporn. Max Mlelnik. I see Tank in Tau versus... If you go to Outrage Chess, H. Brownie, thank you for subscribing. If you go to Outrage Chess, their YouTube channel, some of their videos have mother tanks in them. I'm not going to swear because it's a bit early. They have bloody tanks in the videos. I can't beat that. Go and check them out. Can you tell me more about upcoming DVDs, Varpo? Keep an eye on my Facebook page, Twitter page. You'll find most updates there. But the next one I'm planning to do is an updated one of the French defence, a black repertoire. And also I am hoping, well, we're going to be filming with Fiona. Me and Fiona are doing a video, and with the number one player in Britain at the moment, David Howe, a good friend of mine, is going to be doing a course. So there's loads of stuff going on. What else do we have? Morton, hello there, sir. That's a big kiss just for you, Morton. There's another one. A big ginger bearded kiss. Are the Blitz videos on YouTube going to be back soon? I sold my soul to rock and roll. Quite an interesting name, like it. Yes, they are. I'm going to start doing YouTube videos again. I just haven't had any time. I've had to do a bit of work to make some money. We have to do that. Twitch pays a little bit of money in YouTube, but to be honest, I can't survive in it. I've got to pay the bills. And you know, if you guys want to support me, buy something from the GingerGM shop is the best way. But it's great fun doing this. So anyway, everyone else, I'm doing well. Someone saying Twitch unsubscribed me from you. Why? I refreshed it today. I don't know. I don't work for Twitch, do I? Why are you asking me, man? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't unsubscribe you, did I? I want you all to subscribe. And Passporn said he just purchased one of the courses from GingerGM a couple of weeks ago, winning chess tournaments, and good, and you liked it. We're working a lot on that recently as well. Okay, well, let's get to some chess, shall we? That's enough of me saying hello. We'll do a little bit more chatting later on, but I think we better start off with a puzzle. Now, I actually have maybe 7 puzzles prepared, and these are taken mainly from my own games that I've played over the last last month. Now, this first one here was played in Amsterdam. Amsterdam, very interesting tournament because it was one game of classical chess a day, which started at 2 o'clock, but there were 2 games of Blitz chess played at 1 o'clock in the afternoon against the same opponent. Now, the idea of this in the Blitz chess was the person who won the Blitz, if it was a draw 1-1 after the Blitz, you played an Armageddon game. The person who won the Blitz got more points in the classical game if the game ended in a draw. I hope you gathered that. So the Blitz was kind of important. And this first position, I'm going to show you, I had the white pieces against the top seed, and this was from the Blitz game. And I had just played king to e3, and I had spotted a dangerous idea. It's black to play, by the way. My opponent was top seed David Artionyon. I probably said that badly, but we know how I can pronounce stuff badly. And he's from Georgia, and he's about 25-50 Grandmaster. He seemed like a nice guy. And in this position, my opponent now played Aldo. Hello, sir. Good to see you again, mate. You need to come down, Aldo, on a Friday to the offices. Blair is working downtown on Fridays now. You need to come and pop down and have a beer. Come down this Friday if you're free, mate. Be good to see you. We can get some beers in. It's got to be done. Maybe a bit of Blitz. Who knows? Now my opponent, in the 5-minute game, he's 3 pawns up. Now, anyone know what these pawns are called when you've got 3 pawns on the same file? I've spoken about them before. They actually have a name. They do have a name. What are they called? By the way, hello to everyone else I haven't mentioned. Maybe if I forgot to say hello and welcome back, I'm sorry. Welcome back and hello to you. I'm hoping to catch up. Mary Hatman, another person I'd like to say hello to, and Plocrux, El Hatipo, everyone. Hello, Moobot. No, you're not a real person, are you? Ja Pastaferi. Yeah, man. Hello to you, sir. So, Jobius, you saw this in real life. Yeah, you were there in the cafe. It was a great cafe, man. First of all, these pawns are actually called Irish pawns. Now, why are they called Irish pawns? Well, the story goes, and it's not anything to do with mad Irish people. Well, it is kind of. is that Jonathan Spielman, in the Chess Olympiad, he faced these 3 pawns against an Irish chess player called Eamon Keown, a legend in Irish chess, and Jonathan Spielman won the game. And then in the next game, this guy Eamon Keown had the 3 pawns like this, and he thought, well, Spielman had them before. This is my best Irish accent. It's not particularly great, but I'll give it a go. To be sure. He had the Irish pawns, and he thought if Spielman could have the Irish pawns and win, I'll have the Irish pawns, and I'll bloody well win. So he had the Irish pawns, but he lost the game with the Irish pawns. I don't want to do any more Irish accents. That's pretty bad. So that's how the Irish pawns came about. So black is 3 Irish pawns up. Oh, was it Tony Miles? Blunderbuss is correcting me. Maybe you're correct, Blunderbuss. I thought it was Spielman, but it might have been Tony Miles. You could well be correct. Well done for your chess knowledge there. And here my opponent wanted to swap off the queens, because if he can get rid of the queens, he should be winning due to these guys coming down the board. So he now played queen to h5, thinking he was winning. He defends f7. His queen's coming across to check me. But in this position, I have a beautiful move and a beautiful idea. What is the idea? And I'll give you, if you've solved it already, congratulations. But I'll give the rest of you a couple of seconds to work out. Remember, you're white here, white to play. How can I turn this game around? Probably a losing position into a winning position. And well done to a couple of you who already have the correct answer. Blunderbuss. Hello, Dave. It's been ages, mate. I'm glad you did tell me it's Miles. How's it going? It's going all right, man. I'm back now streaming a bit. It's good to see you, man. Pity you weren't over in Bunratty, mate. It'd be good to catch up one day. Maybe, if I'm back in Ireland again, it'd be good to see you, mate. And maybe, if we do anything in England, I hope you can make it in the future. But I'm doing all right, man. How are you getting on? Are you okay? Hopefully you're doing all right as well. It's been a long time since we shared a Belgian beer on the rivers of Cork, which I'd love to do again at some point in the future, time giving, etc. Master Wild, thank you for subscribing as well. So Jen's Chess has the correct answer. Hello, Jen's Chess. And the first person to get it, I think, is Hu, and Herrick as well. And the way to play this, now what you've got to think, if you're in a Kato Kid, thank you for subscribing. If you're in a game situation here, if I was white here, I'd be thinking, well, look, I'm getting pretty desperate. I was white here, so but I did see this trick in advance. I'd be thinking, if I swap queens, I'm just going to be 3 pawns down. I can't do anything, so I need to look at ways to attack his king. His king's not well defended. This is how I'm thinking. It hasn't got any pieces defending. His pieces are all sort of on the other side of the board, aren't they? They're away from the king. But I haven't got time to play a slow move like queen c6, which maybe threatens a big check there. This is too slow. So timing comes into this puzzle a lot. Because if I do this, he's going to go queen e2, and that must be getting near to checkmate. My king is looking horribly weak. So the other thing you've got to bear in mind here, white doesn't have any time. Now, if you don't have any time, and if you are in a desperado scenario, then you must try to look for kill-os. You must look for checks, captures. You must look at forcing moves. So what forcing moves do we have here? And hello Runa, good to see you, mate. And I was just discussing how I was over in Denmark just recently, and well, if Denmark missed me, I miss Denmark. What a fantastic country Denmark is. I've been in 4 brilliant countries. Ireland, love Ireland, absolutely love Ireland and the Irish people. Amsterdam, enough said. Hamburg, it's okay. But Denmark, I love Denmark. I mean, it was the people are friendly. There's loads of bars, and it's just like party town. And you probably missed me, Runa. I was giving a big shout out to the Outrage Chess people and the Danish Chess Federation for hosting the event. They're a very forward-thinking federation for putting on these really new events. So we must give a big shout out to them. And remember, guys, go and check out Outrage Chess, the best mother flipping chess videos on the internet. They're even better than mine. And Runa is one of the main mofos from Outrage Chess. So anyway, I'll put some pictures up about that later. I'm going to put a blog post out soon as well, Runa, and I'll try to give you a message on Twitter, but no rush. Okay, so what is the move? Well, we've got to look for forcing moves. So what about checks here? What checks are good? Well, if I go rook check here, king takes rook, do I have any follow-up checks? This is the way you should be thinking. Now that my opponent's queen is defending f7, I don't really have any good checks because all my check squares are covered. So I don't have a good move here. So we can use the process of elimination and we can say rook d7 is not a good move. So what about any other checks? Well, we actually also have rook to e8 check. Boom! Put that in your pipe and have a little smoke of it. Yes, please. And this is the killer move. Why? Because the king can't move anywhere. It has to take the rook. And now you've got to look for follow-up checks. Remember, time is important. If you play slowly here, you will lose. So there's two more checks. Which one is the correct way? Well, the correct check is boom! This one here, giving it a little cheeky back spanker. And now when the king moves here, there is a final check. And this is a bit like, if you remember the famous opera game, which I think was it Marshall? Is one of those guys. And they won by giving a checkmate on this square here. And you can see the black king is trapped. So that was the first puzzle I want to share with you. Now, before we look at another Morphe, the opera checkmate was Morphe. You're correct. My brain's a little bit slow at the moment. I need to get back into action. Okay, that is kind of a puzzle rush checkmate, but you know we're talking through it. So I want to tell you how I was thinking, how my opponents was thinking, give you a little lesson while looking at some puzzles as well. So another thing I will like to mention, first of all, Leon Einger says I should go to Thessalonica. I actually went there on holiday last year for 2 weeks. I'd love to go there and play chess. That was my only holiday. I think my only holiday in my lifetime where I've been abroad and not played chess. That's quite weird. The only holiday I've had when I've gone abroad, I went to Japan once, was Japan and Greece. There we go. That's how much I work. That's how hard I work, you know. I'm just like, you know, I work at least 18 hours a day, every day. Well, maybe not, you know. Okay, so one thing I'd like to mention, in a month's time, a lot of you have... Okay, see you later, Runa. Take care, man. A lot of you might be interested to know that I am playing another match against Ben Feingold. So it's happening. That's in my diary now. I've got to do better this time. The 26th of April. Put it into your diary. It's been arranged. It's game on. We're playing the same format as before, except one big difference. I cannot hear him. Thank the Lord. I'm streaming from this channel. He's streaming from his own channel, so I won't be able to hear that bloody annoying voice seeping through into my brain. I've got enough brain damage. I don't need any Feingold damage to make things worse. So I wanna like, you know, just let you know about that. Last time I played him, it was very disappointing. I played like a muppet. I lost. He played well. Let's give him credit. I want to spank him this time. I don't just want to beat him. I want to bend him over the table, pull his trousers down, and give him something he'll remember. Yeah, maybe I should phrase that slightly differently, you know. But anyway, here is a little promo video that's been made for that. So let me just get this up, and then we'll have a look at another puzzle, okay? We're just chilling out today a little bit. What time's it going to be in a month's time? I don't even know. Okay, what time will I play? I don't know. Okay, let me just set this up for you guys, just so we can have a look at the promo video. I didn't make this promo video. Bear with me. I know you can't see anything. It will come up in a second. Obviously, I should have prepared this first, but I didn't. But we're getting it. Here we go. This is the promo video, and this is it. So I'll let you. It's only a minute long, so don't run away. It's one.
I have to keep it close, otherwise people won't watch the match.
Get him the fucking Kleenex. That's all I'm gonna say.
Spot him a rook and make it a close match. I'd still be the favorite, but if I spot him a rook and I win, then it's really embarrassing.
The Chuckle Brother Kasparov, you know, the it must be hard being this guy when you're always in the shadow of a greater man. Okay, so that was just a very quick thing, and so we will have that match coming up very shortly, and I'm just gonna now. I think I'll play one Blitz game now, before we crack on. But just bear with me 1 second because I know there's just someone at the door, and you just have to give me 30 seconds. I'll just be back. So just bear with me 1 second. In the meantime, just. I won't be long. Just bear with me. Well, sorry about that. The other reason I had to just briefly go away there, my girlfriend just gave me a message that Charlie's had a wound on his head, that he got attacked by another cat, and he's had this big scab, and it's just it's just gone a bit funny and it's burst. Not very nice image, but he's in a bit of pain. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that because we might need to get him down to the vets to have a look at it. He looks okay at the moment, but obviously if Charlie needs to go, then I'm going to have to take him down to the vets ASAP. But I think he's okay at the moment. So that's just why I wanted to double check, because his scab has burst and you've got to be careful of infection. But the girlfriend's looking after that. So typical. As soon as I get back to streaming, something happens straight away. But I'm sure he's okay. So anyway, so let's just get on with stuff. Okay, right. So before I go to... I'll give you one more puzzle, and then I'm going to play some Blitz chess, okay? So the next puzzle is... Let me just see if I get this. Oh, that's not right. Okay, I'm going to have to set it up very quickly. And this is one that happened against me. This one was something in the last round of Ireland. I lost a very... Let me just put it on the puzzle thing. There is Charlie, if you don't know what Charlie looks like, if you're missing Charlie. This was a very nice puzzle that happened against me. So I don't want to give it away, so I'm not going to show you the position as yet, if I can just find it. And this one was played by Grandmaster Mark Hedman. And where are you, puzzle? Where are you? Okay, we're coming up to the puzzle. And this one was white to play and win. And I totally missed the finish of this. So if you can see the answer to this, you're doing better than me. And I found the game now, so it should be set up very shortly. And let me just quickly put the names in so you know who I'm playing. Last round of my tournament in Ireland. And I got a very bad opening middle game. But things started to improve as they go along. And I'm going to pick up the position around about here. So we're going to start here. So I had the black pieces here. And in this position, let's just work out what's going on. So my opponent is Grandmaster Mark Hedman. It's the last round of Bunratty. I needed to win this game to get in the prizes. If my opponent won, he got first on tiebreak. And it's about equal on material set. My opponent has one extra pawn. He has one extra E pawn. He's going up this way clearly. He now played E7, attacking my queen, but his queen is attacked here. Very tactical position. I just played Queen D7 with the idea that his queen might have to move away from the defense of the bishop. Now, in this position here, my opponent missed a very strong move already. My opponent played E6 here, trying to maneuver my queen away from the attacking of his bishop, because then when my queen moves away, his queen can move away and he won't lose his bishop. But he had a stronger move here. First of all, what was a stronger move for white in this position here? Anyone see a better move for white? Imagine you're white here. What is a better move for white here? And while you have a look at that, let's talk about, I'm going to have a look at some questions in the chat. Any Ben Pump, any thoughts about collaborating with Exhibit? Well, yeah, I've done that before. I've asked him if he wants to. I'm always opening. Exhibit Ingvar from Iceland is a very good friend of mine. I don't know why he doesn't have more views on YouTube. He deserves it. He should do. He's a really, really lovely and good YouTuber. I think you should check him out. Anyone? El Hatipo. Well done, sir. You got the right answer. Very, very good. And people asking if they can play me today. I think today I'm just going to be playing and going to try to get my rating up, because my rating's taken a massive drop recently. So I'm going to try to do that. So what is the right move? Well, the right move here, let's have a look what white can do. Now, a big mistake here would be something like queen to a8. That moves the queen out of the attack. But why is that a mistake? Because as I said before, queen takes d4 is winning a piece with check. So I should be winning this position, and after this move, check. If he moves his king, I just have to defend this piece, and I can probably do that quite easily. I don't know, queen d7, and I'm a piece up and I'm winning. So that does not work. The best move here, and in complicated positions, in every position, you should always look at ways to attack. And the best move here is to ignore the queen and to actually play rook f1. And this would have been a fantastic move. Why? Because now if I go rook takes queen, rook f8 is checkmate. And this is the way I try to play chess. Now, I think one of the best things you can do in order to get better is to basically always try to look, especially in tactical positions like this one. This is a very tactical position. Always try to look at ways to attack. Try to attack, try to attack. Look at ways to create threats before you look at ways to defend. So that one is a good move. My opponent did not play that. He played e6, not seeing this move. We're both in time trouble. I now play queen takes e7 because I win a pawn back and I threaten that one. He now plays queen b8. And the problem that black has here, remember I'm black, is that my pieces are very tied up. His queen is very active. He might be coming in with the rook, and he has better pieces here. So I wanted to stop the rook coming to that square. How did I do that? I did that by playing knight to a3, blocking the rook. What did my opponent play? He played a good move now. He played rook to f1. He should have played it before, but the rook is getting ready maybe to come into f7. Because the bishop is pinned to my king, meaning I can't move the bishop because I'd be moving into check. You cannot do that. And after this move, I played knight b5, attacking the piece. And now Mark set up a deadly trap. He played bishop d5, and I thought, okay, what are you doing, Mark? I'm going to go knight takes d4. So it is now white to play. What is white's best move here? And his next move rocked me off my chair, the bastard. When he played his next move, I was like, oh, oh God, it was such a horrible move. Oh, man. The next move hit me hard. I was thinking about rook f7 here, but there's a better move than rook f7. Tell me the whole continuation. Don't just tell me one move. I can see a lot of you have got the right move. But how did I lose? And the annoying thing about this, I don't know if you guys ever play chess competitions, but the funny thing is sometimes you can get a bit of a crowd around the board and it can get quite intimidating. This was the board 1 or 2 game, and it was the last game going on, in the top section. There was about 30, 40 people around the board. When my opponent played his next move, people started cheering and clapping. They were like, hey, bravo, bravo, old boy. you know, that is fantastic if they're clapping for you, but it's quite a weird sensation if they're clapping against you because you've just missed your opponent's move and they're congratulating him. It's like you kind of just want to say, get out of here, you bastards! Get out of here. And the way my opponent played his move, I love Mark, he's a lovely guy. He normally plays his moves very calmly, like shh. He played this move like put that in your pipe and smoke it, Simon. He played the next move and he had this in mind. He wanted to put it in my pipe and make me smoke it. And that's precisely what he had in mind. He really wanted to make me suffer. And what he did, he's a lovely guy. I don't think he did make me want to suffer. The way he won, look at this. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful checkmate. And every move is a check. So like I'm saying before, why does this work? The bishop is lined against the king. You've got to look at your pieces, feel the energy. So if we can move this pawn, it will be check. But in order to move this pawn here, we've got to move the queen here. How do we do that? We'll see in a second. We've also got a rook that can come shooting down into the game. Queen takes e8. Beautiful move. Check. And I resigned here. I was a bit pissed off because my opponent will go queen takes queen. And now we see the point. This pawn can move. Pawn to e7. Check. Unleashing the bishop. What do I play here? Well, if I go queen f7, that is checkmate. If we play knight to e6, it just takes it. Doesn't help. So I have to go king h8. Thank you, everyone who's resubbed, by the way. I don't know if it's like, you know, if I'm noticing them all. And now rook to f8 check. Look how strong the pawn is. Queen takes rook. Pawn takes there. You can even get a rook checkmate. So a beautiful finish from my opponent there. Well done to Mark Hebden on that great way. And that helped him win. I think he won with that win maybe 800 euros. So that's a very good amount of money. And I won 0. Fantastic. Great. 1-0 money. On the plus side, Mark did buy me a whiskey at the bar worth £5 or €5, even not even £5. So thanks, Mark. Thanks for taking my money and getting a whiskey. Very generous. Not that I'm bitter at all. No, I'm not at all. It was all right. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm very happy for Mark because he's a very good friend of mine, and I'm happy to see him lose to win 800. So if anyone's going to win 800, I'd rather it's Mark than anyone else in the tournament, because he's a great mate of mine. And you know what? When you're playing your mates at chess in a tournament, I've had this loads of times before. It's quite weird. In the past, I used to not want to beat them because they're my good friends. And I used to think I'm playing one of my best friends over the board. If I beat him, I'm going to ruin his day. And I don't want to do that. So I'd have a draw. But then I basically... It was Mark who once told me, and it was the British Championships, and I was sharing a place with him down there. And it was round 9 of 11 round competition. We were both in second place in the British Championships. And on move 10, I had the white pieces. I offered him a draw because I was thinking, look, I can still win this competition if I offer Mark a draw. I don't want to beat him. I'm sharing a flat with him. I want to keep things civil. He's a good mate of mine. He turned down the draw immediately. And after the game, he said, why did you offer me a draw? You shouldn't have offered me a draw. And I said, well, you're my mate. I didn't really want to beat you. And he said, and he told me a very important lesson. He said, look, Simon, look, man, it's when you're playing chess, Simon, it's your mates are not your mates at the board. You've got to get rid of that idea. After the game, as soon as you shake hands, if you win, you buy them a drink. If you lose, they buy you a drink. It's as simple as that. When you're playing, you've got to get rid of not thinking that they're not your mates. And that taught me a very important lesson. And after that, I always try to beat my friends. And I improved quite rapidly. And I buy them a drink if I won, and they buy me a drink back. And that gave me a very good psychological lesson, which I think in chess is so important. The way you're thinking, you've got to be very mentally strong when you're playing chess. Is very important. People don't talk about it enough. And it's so important. It's very good for training your mental strength. It really is. Okay, anyway, so that was that. So thank you everyone else who's mentioning things. I Am Nobody is saying it's all about the drinks after the game. Well, the thing is, if you're playing a 7-hour game of chess and you've been preparing for, let's say, 2 hours before the game, mentally you're going to be in a real sort of your brain is going to be hurting. And people relax in different ways. You can go for a walk, you can do many different things, but I enjoy going and having a drink with my mates and relaxing. Don't have to get drunk. Just a pint or 2 pints is fine. 1 glass of wine, and it helps me relax after a game. It helps release the tension. So that is my way of doing it. Other people have got their way of doing it. It's basically you have to relax after playing a game of chess. Otherwise, it's just too intense. Okay, let's play some Blitz now. So, let's play the Jabava London system, the GingerGM's latest DVD. Now, my rating has taken a massive dive. One of the reasons for this is we were playing over in Copenhagen, and we were, let me just remember the theory here. I quite like this one, Castle and Queenside. And I let other people play my account, but that's enough excuses. That's enough excuses, I feel, anyway, for now. Okay, so I'm going to try a new kind of setup here. And this opening here is what GingerGM have done their last DVD on. I kind of forgotten the theory here. And I just want to get an interesting position with opposite side castling. So my aim is to get to 2500 by the end of this stream. So shall we go e4? And trying to get our knight in the game. Quite interesting. His king is still in the middle of the board. Let's catch up on your chat. Well, okay, so you've been playing Blair in this, have you, Aldo? It's quite a good line. Me and Blair did this course, and it's so simple to learn, yet it has a lot of punch to it. So I think it's a very, very interesting way to play. Okay, now my opponent could have played bishop there in that position, and I don't think I played this particularly well, I have to admit. He could be winning the exchange now, which I'm going to have to let him do. The first game I always lose anyway, so this is a warm-up game. Now I don't have much choice. I'm going to have to let him win this rook. He's also got knight here, which I'm more worried about, but we'll keep going. It's only the exchange. Knight here is very scary, because then queen d2, knight takes e4. And he's played it, the bastard. The bastard has played it. So what can I do here? This is not going well, is it? This is not going well at all. Definitely a warm-up game. Definitely a warm-up game. I'm going to have to play better than this when I play the fine gold. Okay. Oh, I'm going to resign this one. We're starting again. Oh, my words. That was terrible. That was terrible. Let's see if we can get a better game going now. Okay, the warm-up's over. I'm not going to lose another game. Okay, we won't experiment with that open again. I will. That's a warm-up game. We're not going to let that affect us. London system busted. It's not busted. You can lose games by playing bad moves, not by the opening. No, we'll wait for another game. I was talking too much there, not paying attention. Now I'm going to show you how to play. If I lose this one, you can all get refunds on your purchases, but we're not going to. Come on, we're going to win this one. And the first 3 moves are these. This is how you play the first 3 moves. And then later on, the way I'm experimenting is by castling queenside. That's not the normal way of doing it, but it's interesting. Thank you for subscribing. And I'm going to keep playing in this interesting way, because I mean, I don't recommend this in the DVD because it's quite risky, but it's a fun way to play. And let's just get the king over here now. I was thinking about going queen g3 there, but I might get hit by a knight move. Now, I'm going to try g4 because we got opposite side castling, so I want to attack his king. I don't mind if he takes the pawn because it opens up a g file to attack. So instead he's gone knight here, so let's keep moving the pawn and pushing his knight around the board. Now in this position I'm actually going to go at e3 and try to take with a pawn, because then I get a good grip of e5. If you can imagine a pawn here and here, they grip this square on e5. And it's all about developing quickly in chess. My opponent is trying to attack me on this side of the board, which makes a lot of sense as well. So how do we play now? I'm thinking of bishop here, but then he goes c4 and I lose. So I can also maybe consider, I don't want to get my queen trapped. I was thinking about knight b5 here. Quite an interesting way to play the position, but I'm probably going to have to stick with something sensible like knight e2, so I can take back here with a knight. My queen's positioning, I'm kind of going off this new idea, putting the queen on d3. It seems to get hit a lot on d3. And now, is there anything I need to fear at the moment? Not so much, but this pin is very annoying. So let's get the king out the way of the queen's line there. If he goes bishop a3, I can take it now, which I couldn't do before. And how am I going to play this? Well, I want to go knight g3 and slowly get my pawn thing going. Now that looks very risky to me, because surely he's opening up his own king. So we'll line up a rook against his king. And I don't know, this just looks like a kind of unbalanced, equal, interesting position with opposite side castling. Okay, so he's going passive with a defensive move. I like it when my opponents go passive. And now, do I maybe try to develop my bishop around the angles, even here? How do we play this? Or do I push the pawn, or do I even push g6? I think I'm going to go for knight g3 to force his knight to make a decision about what to do here. Because this knight now has to decide which one to take. If he takes my bishop, I take with a pawn, as we're going to see. And now, of course, I don't want to take with my pawn. I want to keep my pawns safe here. And now I'm starting to like my position. I'm not worried about this pawn. This pawn to me is not important at all. Okay, I mean, if he'd have taken that, it doesn't matter. His pieces are very badly developed here. I'm going to centralize my queen, attack his rook, and try to force that rook away to a weaker square. He comes and defends it. And now, if I move my knight, he comes to this square and attacks my queen. So, a better way to play, maybe I can tempt my pawn up the board. Or I can develop this bishop somewhere as well. Maybe bishop here and knight here. Let's do that. So bishop here to defend e4. I've got to watch my time. Okay, I'm going to have to move quicker now. I haven't done any blitz chess online for a while, so I'm going to have to practice a bit more against the fine gold. I'm a little bit slow at the moment, so let me just catch up on some moves now. Okay, right, I say that and then I start moving slowly again. Let's start pushing Harry. I need to get this one rolling up the board. And this pawn is where I want to attack. I don't want to go there and swap queens. So maybe I play f4. Maybe I even put my bishop on a slightly more... Okay, that's a very strange move he's played there. Surely that can't be correct to dive in there. He's not going to take on h4, is he? I don't know. He's playing on the area of the board where I'm attacking, which seems peculiar to me. I hope he takes that pawn, because then I get an h-file. Okay, I don't want his knight coming in, so we're going to stop that one. And now it must be time to try and attack. How do we do that? Let's move this bishop here so I can try to target h7. But now I've just got to move quickly. I'm far too slow. So I'm going to shut up and move now. Okay, let's take that one. He's sacrificed the pawn. And let's go there. Time to be quick. Okay. Probably going to lose on time, aren't I? This is terrible. Why am I so slow all of a sudden? Oh, let's go for checkmate. Checkmate. Ends the game. Come on, son. Look at this. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Check. Yeah. Okay, so you see it's a winning opening. Totally winning opening. Now, the point of that idea is if he takes on h7 with the king, I go queen h4 check. My opponent moves the king back to g8, and then rook g3 is checkmate. So there's not much you can do to stop that one. There are other ways you can checkmate here. You could go queen g6 and queen g7 checkmate at some point as well. So we're going to have a Charlie check now. Is Charlie all right? Okay, good. Just checking on Charlie. Got the thumbs up, so we don't need to leave the stream so far. Okay, so let's... Okay, I haven't seen this now. You can get... I haven't played on chess.com for a while, so we're going to try to get another game. The first thing I'm going to do, I just want to get a roller wins, get to 2,500. Charlie check confirmed. Charlie is okay. So we're in with another game. I've got 3 whites in a row now. So let's try the Jabava London system again. Now the first 3 moves is Knight C3 and Bishop F4. Red back is Acid King a band. Yeah, they're a band. Acid King are a band. Not a very well known band, but I quite like some of their music. So you know. So this is stage 1 of the Jabava London system. It's like the London system, but you put your knight here. Now there's a couple of things you can do against this. As in the last game, I like trying to get double pawns in this position. Why do I like doing that? Because if my pawn moves to this square, I get good control over the e5 square. If you want to learn more about this opening, go to my shop, GingerGM.com. In the GingerGM.com, this DVD, which is a 6-hour DVD, is for sale for $19.99. So it's not a bad price, I think. And I think it will help you learn a very simple opening in a very simple time. And it's a good way to support me. Now, I think my opponent here has bad connection problems by the looks of it, which is a pity, because I was looking forward to another Jabava London system. Now, the reason I didn't play G3 in this position is that I want to move this bishop to this square, like in the London system, because then when he castles later on, well, that's a pity. I don't want to win by silly games like that. Okay, so what should we play here? Well, who's going to recommend a move for me? Come on, someone recommend. Oh, G6, the first move recommended by, how'd you say that? Payax, and this is Tiger's Modern. Another opening we've done a DVD on. I quite like this. This is a very aggressive way to play against e4. You often get attacking on opposite sides of the board. It's basically who checks mate to first, and this is a good way to advance over on that side of the board. I've got to learn, Aldo. You know what I've come to the conclusion of, Aldo. I've come to the conclusion that I need to learn e5. I'm agreeing with you, Aldo, that 1e5 is my way forwards if I want to get better at chess. I need to learn to play 1e5. You know, I've never learned it properly, but I need to play the rule Lopez as black. I've been playing too many funky sort of other openings for too long now. I need to learn something proper, Aldo. I'm with you, man. I'm with you, Aldo. Maybe you can come down and give me a lesson on Friday. But in the meantime, what am I doing here? Well, I just want to cover this square. So I don't want a piece coming there. Now, I'm surprised he took there, because having more pawns in the centre of the board is good. And now I just want to get my king castled, probably. He could go bishop f4 to attack this pawn. He's attacking on the queen side. So the way I normally deal with this is by pushing. But here, because I have a good centre, I'm just going to take that one to gain a little bit of time. And that means I can now get my king safe. And this knight has great squares. So my knight has these 2 squares. Oh God, I didn't eat. That was a mouse slip. Probably a very good mouse slip, but it was still a mouse slip I did not want to do. Okay, let's develop my last piece and maybe pressurize this one. I will play the Dutch in the next game if I can. The problem is with the Dutch, they have to go 1d4. Now, if I take here, I'm going to lose h6. Am I worried about that one? Well, I think I'm just going to defend. Then he's going to take here with the bishop. Bishop takes, rook takes, knight takes there. And I get a very nice central formation. I have 2 extra central pawns. So my idea with this move is to defend h6. So I can free up my bishop. So I can go knight takes pawn, bishop takes here. So I was expecting him to do this. And I hope I've calculated this correctly. I'm quite happy in this case to go into an ending, because I like having central pawns in the ending, because they give you more control of the board. So this to me looks quite pleasant. Now if I go bishop here, he goes b4, so I'm going to put my bishop back on g7, and I'm happy here. I've got a happy position. I like these pawns. They can come up the board. My knight has a good square here. So let's just get rid of the rook and make sure the rook has possibilities to come to a8. whilst controlling c4. So I'm just telling you the way I'm thinking very quickly. So my knight can try to come into c4. My knight is very good there because it attacks his bishop, it attacks his pawn. So this is my idea. Let's get rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, so he stopped that plan. Now, my rook's not doing anything, so let's bring the rook into the game. Nimzovich, who's wrote this book, My System, which Serouan doesn't like that book, but I quite like it, said that a rook on the 7th rank is where you want to have your rooks. So I'm just putting my pieces on the best squares I can. My knight was attacked. I'm moving it in. So what do I do here? Do I keep the knight on the board or do I whip that one off? I'm going to whip it off because I'm going to continue with this move to defend f7. And I'm hoping I can later on get an attack against this square here. Okay, so he's running away. How do I get my queen in the game? I'd love to get my queen in the game. So I'm going to move my queen here with the idea of trying to come into this square and maybe try to back spank him with rook a1. So it's a multi-purpose move. If you can find a move that does more than one thing, that's good. Okay, so why can't I take that pawn? He's only got one active piece, and that is his queen. These two pieces are very inactive, so I'm not worried because my king is well defended by my bishop here. So I'm moving in. Now I can aim for this one and get some threats. So I'm going to go rook here, threaten checkmate. That can't be bad. That can't be too shabby, can it? And here I could go f4, but that allows his knight into the game. So I'm just going to move this pawn now and try to use this pawn. Now, does he have a perpetual? Knight takes f5. Is that a perpetual check? That'd be really annoying. Well, he didn't play it, thankfully. 28 seconds. I'm very slow again. But look at my central pawns. Remember I said central pawns is really good. And that is the case here. These central pawns. Now, I don't want him taking that one, though. So I'm just going to avoid. I'm going to guard that pawn. He should have gone. Okay, I've got to shut up and play. Okay, enough of that. Enough of me talking. Oh, my God, that's a good move. It's annoying when they play bloody good moves. Okay. Ah. Jesus, what's happening to my position? I've got to back spank him. Is that a back? Oh, no, he's got knight there. He's defending. Bugger. I've thrown it away. I've thrown this position away. Shite. Ah! Williams, you bloody Egypt. Oh, no, what have I done? I was completely winning this game. And oh, you bloody fool. Okay, and I'm down on time as well. Not that I'm annoyed at all. Okay, we can maybe still do this, no? My king is in time. We can maybe still do this. Maybe. I'm not saying definitely, I'm saying maybe. This is a maybe. Okay, bugger my time. Ah! Oh, that was a very nasty trick he pulled there, wasn't it? So he just got his, he got that pawn going. He used the pin, and I was too slow. I'm still a bit rusty. Okay, we're gonna try a different opening. It's nice in these Blitz games to mix it up a little bit. So I've got a bit of work to do to get to 2500, and we're gonna go for the wing gambit. And this is a line which I much enjoy playing. I give up a pawn to ensure these pawns here. What is this? Is this a real thing? I don't know if this is I've just got a message I've just seen. Have you seen that message in Twitch? It says, GingerGM, you've been live for just over 1 hour. By this point in your broadcast, you should have consumed at least 120 milliliters of water. What the hell is that? I don't want some machine to tell me when I should drink. Go away, you stupid machine. Okay, anyway, that must be a new thing. Okay, right, we've got to come back now with a victory here. And the reason I do this gambit is because this bishop is such a good piece. And you can see this is a good piece in the London system. Stay hydrated bot. I mean, that must be a piss take, yeah? I mean, what the hell is that bot? I've never heard of that bot before. You know, there should be one have a beer bot. Yeah, that's it. The Ripper has said it. Drink a beer.bot. That's more my kind of bot. Stay hydrated. We don't need to do that. Okay, right, so what are we going to do here? Well, that knight is annoying, so I'm going to get rid of it. I am a pawn down. I want to get a knight to this square. That would be a very good square for the knight. I'm not worried about the pawn because his bishop's very bad and his pawns are bad. So when I'm playing, if I have time, I just want to look at my pieces and think of the best squares they can go to. I've already located that square for the knight, and the reason I want that square is he can't push it away with a pawn, and it is looks like a very strong square for the knight to me. Now, what do I do next here? Well, I'm going to go here to stop his g-pawn from moving. And I'm thinking about my other knight now. Where can I do that? But there's nowhere that springs to mind, except maybe I can come to f4. So this knight, I want to get to this square now. So that's my next idea. Get the knight to f4, because then I'm attacking the bishop. And it gets a bit nearer to his king. So this is my next way of thinking. Thank you for subscribing, S-Pen. And I think I have good compensation for a pawn. Other things I want to do here. So you've got to think about all your pieces, how you're going to improve. I'm going to try and also maybe swing my rook around here and bring in another piece for the attack. Someone's asking, Simon, have you ever played chess drunk? Have you ever streamed chess drunk? You clearly have not watched many of my streams. I don't know about three quarters. That's not fair. That's not fair. I am nobody really. That's really unfair. That's just not true. I'm drunk very rarely. Okay, so look, this is going well. Now I'm threatening knight takes bishop and the queen comes flying in. Now if he defends by moving his king, I might go rook a3 with the idea of playing this one, but he hasn't done that. So I can come straight in with the attack. So I'm going to take here, and my next move is queen takes e. You can see how strong the rook swing is here. And now I'm threatening to checkmate on this square whilst threatening this one. So this is looking very good. I might just swap queens because I win a pawn. Now I'm a pawn up. And I can use Harry the H-pawn. I've got to be a little bit careful of this guy, the A-pawn, but it can't ever get to A3. Aha, so he's trying some tricks. So let's attack that knight. Where do I want to go? Do I want to... I'll go here. But I do have to be careful about this A-pawn. So let's just watch that one. Did I have a better way to win this one? I don't know. Okay, well, he's putting everything onto this pawn. But I don't see it working. I just go rook here. And I'm going to take that pawn. So I think this is just clearly winning for me now. I'm a piece up and attacking. I hope he resigns. Revenge is sweet. Okay, he's come here. Just take that pawn. And really, he should resign now. There's no point him continuing anymore now. Don't make me play this on. Why do you want to make me play this position on? Resign, especially as knight here is going to be checkmate in 2 moves. Rook h8. Thank you. Are you going to... And if you sit... Okay, at last. Okay, so let's now give this guy another spanking. Okay, so that worked all right. There is a Ben Feingold rematch. If you missed the first half of the stream, then I'll talk about it again at the end. So we're going to try Sicilian now. And I'm going to go for the Dragon Sicilian. We've got to get to 2,500 by the end of this stream, just to get to a respectable rating. So this is the Dragon. This is one of my favourite openings. And it's funny, this move G6, one of the reasons it's so popular, I think, is because it's got the coolest name. I mean, would you rather play the Dragon opening, the Dragon, or would you, like to play something like the... I don't know, the Fluffy Rabbit opening? You'd rather play the Dragon, wouldn't you? Come on, the Dragon's much more fun. The Dragon opening. Or the Bird. The Bird's quite cool, actually. But the I reckon a lot of kids play the Dragon because it has the best name. Is there a better name? Is there a better name than the Dragon? I don't know. Okay, so it's very exciting, these positions again. It's who checkmates who first. Now, this move here was actually in a book written by Grandmaster Chris Ward, and it's very interesting because I give up first the exchange, a rook, and now I give up a piece. But look how many pawns I take. I try to take all of my opponent's pawns. It's very interesting. I'm threatening his knight. I'm a rook down. but my knight is coming in. And I remember this from an old book. The book was, let me see if I've got it here. I've got loads of chess books. I've played chess for like 33 years now, so I've got a good collection. And it's called Winning with the Dragon by Chris Ward. So this is now a very strong threat, and my opponent, I would say I have a very good position here, no? Because I'm winning points back. Now, do I play e4, releasing the dragon bishop? I think I have a simpler win, which is taking here, and then going e4 check. And this should win the game because I've got my rook back and I'm winning the game. So this is, it is an excellent book, Merry Hatman. It's a bit dated. It's a little bit dated, the book now, I have to say. It's not as good as it used to be. But there we go. Boom! We're getting some good wins in now. Let's see if we can play someone else. Let's see if we can get another guy. Change of opponents is always interesting. Gets a bit boring playing the same thing. That was savage, wasn't it? That was a savage game. Interesting. Sack, sack, sack. Checkmate. Okay, so now we're playing. And should we do the same again? Should we do the same again? Oh no, he's gone for the Mora. I wonder what he does against this little move. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm going to try to go for a Basman variation against the Mora Gambit. So let's do it. So we're playing Snowblind from Turkey. And I'm just going to develop normally. But he played the Mora Gambit. I didn't really want to... I don't like taking pawns. I like sacrificing pawns. That's kind of my life motto. Don't take them, sacrifice them. Don't take them, give them away. I'm more of a giver than a taker. And I'd rather give £10 to a charity than take £10. So that's just the way I roll. So, and it's not. I am the opposite of Yasser Serouan, probably the best commentator in the world. Oh my God, is he crushing me in the middle now? Am I okay? Am I okay here? Am I? Where does this knight go? Do I have to go home? Because if I go there, I'm worried about b4. We'll go back. Maybe this is not the opening position I necessarily had wished for. If I take there, he takes with his f pawn. And then bishop f6, knight takes f7. I'm a little bit scared. I'm a tad scared here of getting destroyed. So takes. What can I play? Bishop f6, knight takes here, king takes e5. That looks so scary for me. His bishop comes into play. So I'm a little bit scared. I might need to retreat this knight, but then it will go f4. This is a little bit scary. I don't like this move. It's too passive. But I can't see another good move. And now f4, trying to bring the rook in the game, is scary. Don't get me wrong. I'm a little bit scared here. So I need to try and defend. This one, he does have a check, but I need to get rid of this knight. Or I need to say, look, if you're going to sack it, at least I have an extra piece. This way, I'm kind of taking the pieces. I'm doing a Yasser. I'm getting greedy. Okay, but we're still all right here. We're still okay. Are we okay? Are we okay? Cheers. I'm having a... We're going to have a... Is he streaming? Is he streaming? What, Yasser is streaming now? I thought he'd do this. So I've got to be the greedy. I've got to be the taker. I don't like taking them. I don't like taking pieces. I want to be the defender. I want to be the attacker, not the defender. And this does look very scary with the rook here, and he's opened up my king. If I take the knight, his bishop comes here. I don't like that, so I'm going to try to bring my king to a safer square. But if I defend, I'm a piece up. So I can't allow that pawn to go forwards. I need to try and blockade it somehow. I expect to play pawn here. What is this position? What do you guys think? Is this okay for me? Or is this absolute rubbish? If I can get a piece here, I'm okay. So let's try to get a knight to this square. Then I blockade his pawns. Let's try to do that. Let's do it. Okay, knight must go there. Blockading. And if I get the queen there, I have a dark square blockade. This is okay, because I blockaded his pawns. Let's blockade that one. I'm a piece up. I'm okay. Now he wants to come in here. He's still causing aggro. So do I have to go super defensive? And I'm still on the defensive, aren't I? That's a very good move, that one. But I can't let his rook come into this square. That is not cricket. How do I defend here? A6, rook A7. Maybe I can use Harry. Come on, Harry. Counterattack. I've got a minute left, so I'm going to have to move quicker now. Okay, well, he's attacking now. I have to move it. No question about my move there. I think I've got to go king here. And now his rook may well come in here anyway. It's still rather terrifying, this position. Oh, let's go there. So I have this check. That looks like a nice idea to start with. Okay, so I can swap queens. But I'm trying to free up some of my pieces here. I'm trying to get a bit of freedom. But I'm not sure this is the right way to play. I'm trying to get my pieces to better squares, but I've given up 2 pawns. Okay, now, what next? This one? Do I have anything better? Okay, I'm running out of time. Still don't like my position, but I'm going to have to rely on Harry, the H-pawn here. Go, Harry! Maybe my knight can dream of coming in here. Oh, he's got rook d7. What an idiotic move that was for me. But I still have some chances. Not a very good game, this one, for me. My opponent's played well. All credit to my opponent. He wants to go this move. Okay, shite. This is so dangerous. Okay, I have to go here. Loads of time. Not. Knight here. Okay, let's go. Oh, he's got that move. What? I just said that move and I play it anyway. What kind of imbecile am I? Don't answer that. Okay, that's a resigns. Oh no, that was bad. My opponent attacked me. I don't see. This is what happens. This is what happens when I have to defend. I don't like defending. But maybe I should have done better there. I should have done better in that game. Okay, on to another opponent. We are playing... Okay, someone asked for a Dutch defense earlier, so we're going to try to do this now. We'll go for a Dutch. And as soon as I lose, it makes me angry. I have to crush them in the next game. So this is going to be a crushing victory, I feel. I'm going to crush my opponent. He's going down. I'm going to checkmate him here. This is happening. This guy's got my anger now. The rook is swinging around. I'm going to checkmate him here. Game over. This has to occur. I don't want to allow bishop here, so I'm getting double power there. My plan is to go rook here, checkmate here, g5, g4. Let's do it. Here we come. I'm coming for the attack. He's made me angry. God damn you. Okay, so he's putting his knight into this square, trying to block things up. Let's just go for the attack anyway. Oh, he's defending. He is defending shyly. Now, do we take there? Let's keep the position open by taking that one. I don't want him blocking my bishop. And now I'll bring the queen in, pressurizing this one and maybe that one as well. So this looks quite interesting. Is it working? So okay, so he's defending both of these guys. These are my problem pieces, but do I need them? Well, I can take here and go bishop c5, get rid of that very good knight. That looks like a good idea. Except that he can take there later on, which I kind of missed. Well, let's try it anyway. Let's try this one. And now I wanted to play pawn here. So I've got bishop b4. This is the idea, but it's quite risky again. Let's see how it turns out. Maybe I win some material, but he's got very good central pawns at the moment in time. Will we get to 2,500 in 50 minutes? What do you guys think? I'm going to have to win like nearly every game, aren't I, if I'm going to do that. So, all right, so this is a good position now. Because now my bishop can come into the game, and I'm the exchange up. So who thinks I'm going to do it? Come on, let's see. Who thinks I will get to 2,500 by the end of the stream? Rating wise, you can see my rating down here. Can I get my rating up? So he wants to do something on this square. I'm just going to play solid now because I'm material up. I don't need to gamble. So we have some different opinions. Pizza Racer is saying no chance, and Aldo, who's a friend of mine, Pizza Racer, take note, is saying yeah. That was his threat. Checkmate. So I have to give my king an escape square. So if he comes with a check, I take it and move my king here. Now, I think I can just keep this very solid. I've got no problems at all here. And I've got nothing to worry about. I'm the exchange up. And should be very good for me. So let's now start going on the offensive. Here and maybe rook here, threatening this one. Okay, so he's going for the ending, but the ending should be very bad for him, I feel. Could go king here first. This should be very bad ending, but he can go g4 on here. That's the only thing I'm slightly worried about. So I might go king here now. I should be winning as long as I don't mess up, of course. Okay, so he's pushed the pawn. And I've just got to be a little bit careful. Now, this is another move. I want to swap queens, because obviously when you're material up, you want to swap queens. But I want to do it at the right moment. So swap and king here should be quite safe, I feel. Here, here, check, king here. My pawns are very strong. Okay, I'm going to go for the ending now. I feel this should be okay for me. But it's not maybe as easy as I had wanted. Let's try to activate the rook. Certainly not as easy as I had wanted, no. And I'm down on time. Bloody hell, Williams. You're not playing very well today, are you? Oh, my words. Now I'm losing. Oh, fuckery. Fuckery. Jesus, Williams. That was so bad. Why did I do that? What a muppet. I could have gone check and taken that pawn, no? Bloody hell, Williams. Could have gone king there. So I've got so little time. That's the problem here. My position may well be winning, but I'm just not quick enough in this position, am I? If I had another 30 seconds, I'd be all right actually, because I've got over the worst now, and I'm probably winning here. But 6 seconds from me, I'm not going to do it, am I? Shit, especially when I play like this, yeah? What? Oh dear, that was really annoying there. So I think one thing I'm going to have to do now, completely winning, that ending, I probably shouldn't have gone for that ending in hindsight. It was actually a lot trickier than I thought it would be. I probably should have just kept the tension a little bit more before going into it. So anyway, that happens, and we're now, he's got me angry again now. I should have been crushing that one. 2 games in a row. That's pretty annoying. So we're going to try to come back now with this line of... And he did flag me a bit there. But it's my own fault because I played slowly. You know, I shouldn't have played so slowly. Had I played quicker, I wouldn't have got flagged. So that is something I'm going to try to improve in this game. So I've won a little pawn in the Jabava London system. And I've got my knight coming in here. And I've just got to play quicker. I say won a pawn, he can win it back this way. And I got the 2 bishops, probably fairly even kind of position. But one thing I don't want to do is play as slowly as I did in that last game. I don't want to get flagged again. So let's do this and try to just swap some pieces off there. Well, my opponent might get to 2,500. I've only got 45 minutes. I think now, in order to do it, I'm going to need to win pretty much every game I play in the next 45 minutes. Is that possible? Yeah, of course it's possible. Of course it's possible. Okay, so this is one move I want to do, but I'm just going to make some little escape squares for my bishop here. Quite positional game. And I might even take this one off the board. And I'm gonna, like, you know, go for dark squares here, and I want to play c4 at the right moment. Maybe bishop g5 is a good move. Maybe I should have done that last move. That's a really annoying pin. Okay, so I'll do it here. That is a really annoying pin for his knight. So I should have done that. 6 seconds though. I'm not the quickest of guys when I get short of time. You know, I will struggle a little bit. So one thing I need to do is just keep up on the clock. That's the most important thing. So I'm just going to aim to take here, and we'll do that. Okay, come on, there we go. That's an extra pawn. Thank you, Becca, for subscribing. I don't know why my alerts aren't coming up. So my opponent is counter-attacking, but rather than defend this pawn, Harry, come on, son. I'm annoyed with the way you did it last time, Harry. So this time it's working. Tayyip, you are correct. Harry wants to come all the way here and give checkmate here. So does he have to play h5? What he can do. Can I even go g4 then? That would be a super aggressive. Oh no, his queen is a bit annoying here. So what else can I do? h5. I can go queen g5. Very simple. His king is weak. I'm a pawn up and I'm a minute up. If I don't win this, I am a muppet. It is clarified. I'm numero uno, muppy uno. Okay, so let's just keep it simple, I think. So I'm just going to go here and try to win this one. And I do win this one. And now look at Harry-O. Harry-O, 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 Harry-O. And we all love Harry-O. And we all love Harry-O. Okay, right, his king is really weak now. Really weak. So let's get ready to bring... I'm not going to checkmate him just with my queen. So as you saw in the last game, which worked okay until I messed it up, I'm going to try the rook swinger. Now, also I've got the f-pawn to come. Someone said, be ready to be a muppet. Now, that's not very nice, is it, Nero? Do you really think I'm going to lose this game? No. There we go. Come on. That's more like it. Now I'm angry. We're going to get a dragon. Let's go. Mainline dragon. Checkmate, like we did before. So this little move is the dragon, as we talked about a couple of games ago. The idea is to get this bishop on this diagonal. And then we develop... Normally, white castles this way and I castle this way. And then we have loads of sacrifices. We give up our rook. We give up a piece. We checkmate them and we end the game. So can I get the same thing? I can't do the Leningrad, sir, if he goes 1e4, can I? How am I supposed to do the Leningrad Dutch against e4? It just doesn't work. Hello, Paul. How you doing, sir? Who are you calling Muppets? Who are you calling Muppets? Okay, so... we're going to try to do the same kind of thing here as we did before. Now, f4. Can I move my knight there? Or is that just too much? Or do I come to c4? Which way do we go? This is not necessarily a great move from him, because now when I castle, which I'm going to do, he can't go bishop h6. So my king is a lot safer. So I think I'll go this way with my knight. His only other idea is to go f5. But hopefully I can get enough counterplay over here now. So he wants to play like Karpov and go here. But then I can take this one here. So this is interesting. I'm just going to dive in with my queen and get ready to move my rook here. Double rooks, dragon, bishop, queen attacking. This is what the dragon is all about. Surely. 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 What's the difference between a muppet and a puppet? OG Norbert is saying, how long do I usually sleep? Thinking that I'm a very hyperactive individual. Okay, so he wants to go knight here. Well, the thing is, actually, I mean, I'm not this hyper in real life, believe it or not. You probably don't believe it. I'm only talk a lot when I stream. I just talk out loud. And most of it is complete nonsense. So don't assume I am like this in real life. It's not necessarily the case. But when I'm streaming, I talk out loud and I talk a lot more than I normally do. I'm actually pretty chilled in normal life, you know, different kind of person. But, you know, I'm trying to tell you the way I'm thinking. Hence why I talk so much. Okay, well now we have a typical idea coming up. I have to play this idea. And this is very normal to open up my opponent's king. As long as I don't lose material, which I'm now a little bit scared I might do. This should be okay. Or do I have queen c7? This is a safer square. And my king is very safe. I've got Ari coming up the board. Not Harry, but Ari. And I like my position. Even though I'm points down, I like my position. And I'm not going to answer all stupid questions. You know, my limit of answering stupid questions gets to a cap. So if you have a stupid question, then save it for someone else. Am I ginger? I mean, what kind of question is that? I mean, that's not even. I mean, that's just a peculiar question. What's it to you? Okay, what do we do here? What do you think? Do you think I'm like blonde? Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, dokie. This knight, do I want to get that back in the game? Can I take there as well? That's what I'm thinking of. How about we go here first, and if he takes there, or maybe he can just do that. I was hoping to get a bit of an attack going here by sacrificing a pawn. Let's do this. Maybe I can get some kind of attack going if I get my queen into the game. So how are we going to do that? Get my queen over here. Looks like an idea. So I'm going to try to move it to a6 now. A little bit short of time though. Maybe a5 was not the way to play. What happened to the French? Hello, mate. Hello, Craig. What happened to the French? The French are still in France, I believe. As far as I know, the French are still there. I mean, what happened to the French? I don't know what happened to them. This sounds like it might be a start to a joke. Whatever happened to the French? I guess they're still around. The French defence is still there. I just like playing other openings now and again. You know, what did happen to the French? Who knows? Okay, right. So what are we doing? I need to get my knight now near his king. So we need to move the knight and not get checkmated. I'm a little bit worried now. He's got this pawn here, but my knight does guard against some checkmates. I want to get my queen to this square, don't I? Not my queen has to come here. So I'm down on time. God, I'm so slow. Jesus, Williams. Right, I'm going to shut up and try to play now. Shut up and play. That's a good idea. Am I getting checkmated? I hope not. So slow. His king is in a lot of problems though. So I'm trying my best here, obviously. Not going to try my worst, am I? Okay. My knight defends checkmate, as you may well see. Come on. Come on. Come to daddy. Oh, yes. Never in doubt. Never in doubt there. It was always coming. We're going to do it. We're going to get to 2,500 in the next... How long have we got? We got like 35 minutes. Hello, Yabjorn. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, Yabjorn. I've got to do another lesson with Yabjorn soon. If you guys have seen the Yabjorn lesson, then we've got to do another one of them, definitely. Okay, what is this opening my opponent's playing? I haven't seen this before. He's obviously got some tricky little line up his sleeve. So you think I think I'm a couple of games away from getting there. Okay, 4 or 5 games. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to use Harry. I love this guy, Harry. And well, he's waiting for me to play this move. I'll give him that. I'll get my king around somewhere to G2. Looks okay. King looks okay there. I'm a pawn up, but he may have a bit of compensation when he gets his bishop to this diagonal. So as we have seen. So I think I want to swap off queens because when you're material up, you want to get the queens off the board. So this knight defends that one. We can offer that one. And now I want to block out this bishop when it comes to this square. So we'll go there. And this should be alright for me. But I agree, he has compensation for one pawn. If I can get a knight here, that'd be really cool. But let's do some of my rooks first. Do I want to leave my rook in the corner like that? I don't think so. Let's go there and put the other rook there. It looks like a solid setup. You know, I did say I don't like going greedy, but sometimes you have to. And if it's a free pawn, it's a free pawn. Someone getting a little bit tripped out by the background there. So the idea of the stream, I've got a time limit. Maybe I should set a timer on the thing. I've got a time limit. If you look at the time, in 34 minutes, I want to get to 2,500. Does anyone want to place a bet with me? Who wants to place a bet? Can I do it? Can I get to... can I get to that... Oh, is it just taken there? Why didn't he just take that pawn? Did we just both hallucinate there? That's weird. We had mutual hallucination. That pawn was on pre. I was looking at the time thing. Okay, so now I've seen that's on pre. I'm a little bit more concerned. Okay. Let's try this one. Pizza Racer says not a chance. Well, do you want to put a bet on it? You buy a DVD if you fail, and I'll give you a free DVD if you don't. That sounds like quite a terrible bet, doesn't it, actually, for you? Okay. Well, I need to win this game, that's for sure, if I've got any chance of doing it. So, 33 minutes, 3-minute chess. I've got how many? 30, only 33 points to get. It's not impossible, guys, to do it. Certainly not impossible. Now, how is this? I realise he can take on d5, but these pawns look quite strong. So he can take and go into an ending, but I like my position. I've moved my rook to a good square there. Hello, Morpheus. Okay, let's do it, Pizza Racer. So if in the half an hour we have a bet, if I don't get to 2,500, I will give you a free copy of the Jabava system. If I do get to 2,500, you've got to buy a copy of the Jabava system. You've got a pretty good deal there, haven't you? Okay, so I need to get to 2,500 in half an hour. Okay, it should be easy. Especially when my pawns are rolling like this. Look at that. That's a good move, isn't it? I could have taken there as well. Should we do that now? Let's do that now. Let's take that one. Take that one. Let's take them all. I have. I've turned into Yasser Seirawan. I've turned into a greedy bastard. I'm not saying that Yasser Seirawan's a bastard, by the way. He's a lovely chap. But you know what I mean. I'm taking everything. This should be winning now. But I've got to play a bit quicker, maybe. Only half an hour. Let's see. Let's see. Come on, you can resign. My pawns are too good. I'll go for the simple ending. Because these pawns are fantastic. Look at them go. Go, go, go. Oh, you've already won 2 free DVDs. You have Pizza Racer. I remember you won a couple in Simmels, didn't you? So, but okay, a bet's a bet. Let's, it's nice to have a bet. Make it a little bit more exciting. So that's what we're doing. Does anybody want to bet that I don't queen a pawn here? Anyone want to bet against the pawns? There we go. Okay, we're going to try to play someone a little bit more higher rated than my opponent, because if I want to get to 2,500, I need 27 points. Still got my maths. And now we're going to go for a Dutch defence. So I'm going to stick with the Dutch here. Come on, Dutch. I've got a new course. Oh, he's playing the London system against Dutch. I've got a new course coming out for Chessable. If anyone likes that on Dutch defence, which I need to just finish off. I'm going to play the double fianchetto system. Quite an interesting way of playing against this. And my bishops are kind of looking in. When is the course coming out? It'll be under a month. I've put so much work into this course. I mean, I'll be honest, it's using some of the stuff that I've looked at before, but I'm updating a lot of it. I've got some new material. I've got to do videos on it. It's hardcore, very hardcore course. Okay, so this is interesting position we have here. It's about what? It's about the Dutch defence, otherwise known as the best opening in the world. That's how some people have described it to me. Not many people, but some people. Okay, this is a weird position. I don't know about this. My opponent has quite nice attack here. But I have quite good knights, so it's okay. It's okay, and I can see a little problem over here. I can try to get my queen down in. We're going to do the Shot Manoeuvre. Now, this is a famous manoeuvre, the Shot Manoeuvre. A manoeuvre a lot of you might have heard about. Have you ever heard Carlson do it? When he moves his piece, he goes, and it's coming up. That knight is bloody annoying. But I don't want to play this move because it weakens my king. If I go here, I'm a little bit worried that he'll take it and take here and mate me. Takes, bishop takes here. Pawn takes, queen takes. That scares me too much. Okay, so I haven't got the Shot Manoeuvre available now. Is he going to take here next move? What about knight e4? Takes. God, there's a lot of pieces coming off. Knight there. Takes. Don't like it. So let's bring another rook in to prepare this move. Now I can get the knight into the middle of the position. The drunken knights in London, someone is asking about. Well, I'm afraid, as far as I know, the drunken knights in London, which is my favourite chess club, have lost their venue. And as far as I know, they have not found another venue, which is very upsetting. I hope they do soon. So obviously we have an English player there asking about it. What a great name for a chess club. The Drunken Knights. They actually build themselves as a... I don't know about this move. They build themselves as a chess club with a drinking problem. Is that right? Or were they... something like that? I'll have to look them up. But a great name for a team. So I was obviously a bit worried about this now. This idea. When he's going to take here soon. And my has not quite worked. That is a big, big idea he has here. He has a lot of pawns. Do I have any hope here? I don't know. I don't know how bad this is. It might just be mildly bad rather than completely losing. Or is it completely losing? I don't know. Okay, so now if I take here, not so convinced. Do I put my king on this square? I haven't got many pawns, have I? Just realised I've got not many pawns at all. Maybe I have to take here, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. I'd love to get my knight to this square. My coordination is pretty bad here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my bishop here, first of all. Try and improve my position like that. Why did my time go down so much there? God, I'm so pretty bad here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring my bishop here, first of all. Try and improve my position like that. Why did my time go down so much there? God, I'm so slow. Unbelievable. Okay, let's try again. Now I need to get this one back in the game. Maybe here. That's the idea. Now I could have taken that pawn, as you probably realise, but I didn't like the look of that so much. Because his bishop is so bad. I don't want to swap my knight for his bishop. Because it's trapped behind a pawn. So even if I gain a pawn, I don't really want to do that. So I'm trying to keep my pieces on the board here. And he's trying to grab all my pawns on the other hand. Have I only got one pawn left? What has happened to what's happened to them all? Okay, this is the one idea I may be relying on. Still have some chances here. My bishops are very strong. Very strong bishops here. Bishops and rooks work so well together. I don't want to draw. I don't know what to do. That's a horrible move. Why do I put my rook such a passive square? Ah! He's coming check. Ah! Time! Did I blunder? Did I blunder? Jesus, this is a bit tense. Well, a win is a win. Maybe that wasn't the smoothest game, but I'm 20 elo points away there. 20 elo points away. I mean, flagging is good. It's nice to occasionally flag. Come on, we're getting the wins in. So what do I need? I need 20 more points. So I've still got a couple of wins to do. A flag is a flag. It is Blitz chess. It's not called slow play, you know, take your time, old man, duffer chess. It's called Blitz chess. And it's called Blitz chess for a reason. And the reason is you've got to play quickly. So I'm thinking I'm not feeling guilty about flagging my opponent because that is what chess is all about. Right, anyway. Why does it feel so disgustingly bad to flag, you know, to do that? Does anyone else like feel a mixture of, you know, euphoria as in, yeah, and, ugh, you know, it's a mixture of, yeah, I flagged the sucker and, I flagged the sucker. It's kind of, it's mixed emotions, isn't it, when you flag? But it's quite nice emotions. Guilty pleasure. I think that's summed up well. Tam has guilty pleasure, and we've all got some guilty pleasures in life, haven't we? Okay, now he might take there and win something, but I'm not too worried. I got a knight h6 opening up his king. We don't worry. Okay, so he's going here. Now, what about something like this? This looks like fun, yeah? This looks interesting. Opening his king up a little bit. Now he is, and I can take that rook at any moment. So should we take it now or should we wait a little bit? I want to play pawn here, but then bishop takes is maybe okay. So what I'm going to do is simply take here and move my queen. We don't have to do any heroics. This is a great square for the knight, and I'm the exchange up here. So how are you feeling? How do you feel your bet's going there, Pizza Racer? How do you feel your bet's going? Is your bet going? Do you think you're going to win your bet, Pizza Racer? I kind of feel I might be getting this one. I feel another victory on the cards here, like last time. Yeah, okay. Don't remind me of my losses, Tayyip. Come on. Don't be so negative. Don't be so negative. Okay, especially when this guy is using himself to create some havoc. I am streaming, by the way. You can see the streaming schedule below. I'm streaming tomorrow at whatever time it says, later in the evening. So I hope to see some of you there. Remember, you know, we can hopefully get back to streaming in YouTube as we go along. Right, so what am I trying to do? I need to get my rook into the position. So there we go. I found a square for my rook, which he was defending. So maybe he should not have moved his bishop to this square. And now I'm attacking a pawn and I'm getting ready to double my rooks, but then he'll come in here, which is quite annoying. Rook here, his rook comes in. So do I want to avoid that, or do I want to sack the exchange back in that position? I think for now we just avoid that one. I don't want to lose that rook because he had the bishop come in there. So I just want to avoid that one. And first of all, am I worried about this here? No, not worried about that. Get my knight to a better square. Activate those pieces of mine. So now the knight must come to a better square here. Do we have a raid? Was there a raid? Raid? Do I see a raid? Raid? Okay, right. Maybe a raid was coming. That was a terrible move my opponent played. Now, one exchange is bad, but two exchanges is just too much. Come on, you can't give me two exchanges, surely. Surely not. Okay, he's given me two exchanges. Now, he wants to take here, the cheeky monkey. Hello to everyone who's just joined in. There's lots of kapows and horses coming in there. So I guess that was some kind of raid from somewhere. Hello to you raiders. You raiders out there. We've got 20 minutes left here, and the aim of this stream is to try and get, does that move work? Try and get my rating to 2,500 in 20 minutes. So I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. Now, the idea of this, if bishop takes there, I take there. And otherwise, my rook is coming kapowing into the position. So, hello. Is it a raider? A little raid. Where's Blair? Blair's not around at the moment, but he will be soon. Okay, he's found a good idea. Check and bishop here. So, I'm just going to stop that one. I want to cover this square for the bishop. Down on time. I can't lose this game. My dreams may be over. Is he going to dirty flag me? 2 exchanges up. Must be winning. Must be winning. He's got to check. Okay, come on. Let's go for the kill now. Let's go for the kill. It's time to checkmate him. Thank you for the subscription. Go green. Better to go green than go diesel, isn't it? I suppose. So this is my simple idea. And I've won. Yes, come on. Only 6 points there. Okay, I'm going to try to find another opponent. We're going to try to find someone else. So I've got a bet on with someone in the chat. And the bet is like £20. And the bet is, do I get to 2,500 before the end of the stream? And the end of the stream is in 18 minutes or not. Now, I think I only need a couple more wins, no? So who thinks I'm going to get there? Thank you for the nice reviews on the London system there, Global. It's kind of you to say those kind words. I thought it was a good DVD. Weren't you? I was 2,700 actually. I wasn't just 2,600. I got to 2,700. I think I got to 27. I think I got to 2730. But then life got in the way, as it always does. Okay, anyway, who cares? We're back. So what we're going to do? How did I drop 250 points? Cool. You're a sparkler joy, aren't you? You're a bloody sparkler joy at Hattipo. Thank you for being so. How did I drop them? Very easily, is the answer. If you've watched me play chess, you will know I'm very good at dropping points. Sometimes. Anyway, we're doing it step by step. This is the 2,500 stream. Then it's the 2,600 stream. And I've got 17 minutes to do it. So it's not so easy, yeah? Not so easy. Okay, so I'm going a bit more positional in this game as well. Not like me. Not like me. Maybe one day, Pizza Racer. I think you beat me in a very nice game, didn't you, Pizza Racer? If I remember correctly, you beat me in some King's Indian defense. Is that right? You played very well in a simul that we did. I seem to recall. Thanks for the kind words. Fumble. It's good to be back streaming, of course. You know, the only reason I haven't been streaming as much is because I've been away, but now I'm back, so I intend to do some more when time permits. And I want to get my rating back to 2,700. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see me actually get to that rating. I don't think I just made that up out of the blue. I may have done, but I don't think so. So I've only got 16 minutes left. I'm not even 24.90 yet, so I need to hurry the hell up here. Okay, let's aim for this one. That looks like a weak pawn. Weak pawns need to be attacked. Thank you, Yabiln. So my highest rating is 2737. Just before Christmas. Woohoo! That's the way we roll. And is Gary going to win the day? Let's hope so here. It's getting a bit tactical, no? It's getting a little bit tactical. I'm hoping Gary is going to go. So, let's see. G7 is the idea. Trying to get that one in the game. But first of all, let's just try to get... Okay, so he's attacking my knight. Now, if I move the knight, he takes here. That is clear. Now, G7, does that work? It's quite a hard move to calculate. I might just play... Oh, no, this is really annoying, this one. So maybe I should offer the exchange of queens so that my knight can move. Because if I move my knight there, you may have seen he had rook takes rook. So I'm going to get rid of his queen. And I'm relying on this pawn to win the day. I mean, that's only 2 squares away from queening. So it looks very strong to me. And I've got this one coming in as well. Bit of white knight magic. There we go. That knight's heading towards a beautiful square. Okay. Oh, he's coming here. Okay. He's got a little bit of counterplay. A little bit. He's found a good way out. Oh, that's check as well. Okay. Okay, he's defending. He's defending well. How did he defend this one? Ah. How am I going to win this now? I'm... This looks very hard to win. I've thrown it away. But we can keep trying to win this one. Okay, let's pick up the pace. I need to somehow get a win here in this what should be basically a drawn position. He's going very solid on me. I don't see... I mean, if anything, I might be worse here because of my pawns. There's knights coming here as well. Oh, he's going to take... Oh, okay. Ah. Don't lose on time. Don't lose on time. Don't lose on time. Don't lose on time. Just one more time. Don't lose on time. One more for the road. Don't lose on time. Okay. I'm coming forwards little by little. This is something, no? Here we come. Little bit of progress. His knight is not particularly great. But it might not be enough progress. I'm not sure. Okay, he's going for the... Okay, what about this one? Can I play there? Oh, no, my rook. Ah, bugger. Wow, I think this is probably a draw now. Should we offer him a draw? Oh, he hasn't taken the draw. Well, he should take the draw, probably. He's turned it down because of time. He's trying to flag me. Okay. Bastard. Oh, you're not going to let me. I'm not going to let him flag me. He's turned down the draw. Nasty, nasty man. He's much quicker than me, isn't he? Oh, my words. What have I done? I've thrown another pawn away. No! Ah! You idiot, Williams. You idiot. Oh, Simon. You see what happens when I get short of time. It is appalling. Appalling play from me. If I lose this, you could be winning your bet there, sir. I need to try and hope for a draw. But I'm not going to get it now, am I? Oh, no. I'm going to have to resign. I've got 12 minutes left. And look, all those rating points are gone. I think I have lost the bet. Oh, no. Unless I get some very quick wins on the board. I'm down. I need 23 points in 11 minutes. You've won a DVD. Give me an email. I'm going to have to... I've only got 11 minutes for the bet to last. That was bad. He's made me angry now because obviously he should have taken a draw there. But I mean, I say he didn't have to. He was up on time. I flagged my last opponent. He's allowed to flag. I need to find a higher rated opponent. Someone's saying that's my only chance. Well, I'll try after this game. I want to beat this guy once. But I've got only maybe 2 games left. So I'm going to have to play very quickly here. Very quickly. Well, I had a bet with only one person in the chat who said that I wouldn't get to 2,500 in this stream. And it looks like he's won the bet. So I'm a man of my word. I'm going to have to give you a free DVD. So I've lost money from the stream. It's great to be back streaming again. How fun it is. We like that a lot. Oh no, Kato Kid has donated.
Would you consider filming an updated GingerGM King's Gambit
well, there you go. I
DVD?
haven't lost money. Thank you for the donation,
Got
Kato
some
Kid.
novelties and deep
Have I thought
analysis
about doing
if
the
you'd
King's
be
Gambit?
interested.
Maybe at some point,
Laughing
Kato.
face.
Maybe at some point I will do an updated King's Gambit. Thank you for the donation, though. Very kind. Okay, I'm not playing well here, am I, at all? Not doing well here whatsoever. But I've got the light squares, so I've lost the pawn. Light squares, let's use them. But I think the bet is well and truly over. Depressing. Oh, look at that. He's going for a beautiful checkmate. Does it work? What if I take there? What's his idea? I take that. I don't see his checkmate. What's he doing? Why can't I take his queen? What's he doing? Has he gone mad? Check king here. Where's his mate? Am I missing something? I don't see it. He's trying to do something beautiful, but he's just lost his queen instead. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, wait, we're getting there. Come on, quick rematch. Come on. We need a couple of quick wins. He doesn't want to play anymore. I need to get someone higher rated. Come on. Come on. Come on, who have I got? Oh, I've got 2407 now. I've got 9 minutes. I'm going to have to move bullet style. I'm going to have to turbocharge this game up. I need to win in a minute. Have I got any chance? I need a couple of wins here, don't I, guys? I need to win very quickly. Very quickly. So I'm going to try my best, obviously. I need to win in a minute. Come on, quick. Quick, quick, quick. So this is why I'm moving. I'm going to try to do everything in a minute. Then it's a 4-minute game. I may have some dreams yet of doing this. I've got to play a different opponent afterwards, though. It's probably not going to help if I play 1200 to get there, is it? And this is not a very exciting position, so it could be a long game as well. I don't think I'm gonna be doing this one quickly. I hate losing bets. Gave up betting a long time ago. Back to my losing ways. So this is really a bit too positional for my liking, this one. You know, I think my position is absolutely fine, but I don't know how I'm going to win with the required time. I've got to try to... Okay, he's coming over here. That's good. I like that. We're going to get some ending on the board. And I don't know who's better in this ending. Maybe there. Maybe I do play that and bring... Let's bring the bishop around. I like this manoeuvre. And my rook wants to control this square. Is he really going to swap off all the pieces and try to draw somehow? That could be most depressing. I don't know how I'm going to get in here. I need to get this bishop over. He's stopping that by attacking this pawn. Yeah, this is a really dull position. Really dull. No fun here at all. I think this is probably just likely to be a draw here. Unless I can do something to try and... Well, if I move my rook, he comes here. I can't see anything to do here. I mean, it looks like it should be a draw. If it just comes backwards and forwards. Okay, I'm going to go here now. Go. I've got to win this game if I've got any dreams. And I've got to play like 2700 in the next game, something like that. Okay, so my opponent's playing for a win as well, which I'm happy about. I think. And this is my next move, hopefully. So we'll see. Okay. So what next? Move the king to a more central square, maybe? We'll try. And now he can swap rooks. Problem with the ending is, I probably have to swap rooks, is that my pawns are on light squares. So it might actually be a bit worse here even. Which is depressing. I mean, I can sit here and wait, but that's no. He's got d5 coming as well. So this is probably just quite a bad position, actually. I thought my position was a lot more promising than it is. We'll see. We've got to get lucky. It does look like a worse ending for me, I have to agree. I might be able to hold the draw, but it's not fun because my pawns are all on light squares and that could make things tricky. Now he's going to win a pawn. And there wasn't... I could come this way, but then my other pawn's are weak. So I kind of got to sit here and wait now, which is a horrible way to defend. And he could... Yeah, this is just losing this position. It is simply losing. Depressing end to a stream. I'm a bit out of shape. But it's good to be back, guys, anyway, streaming. We'll probably make this the last game. I'm going to be back again tomorrow. And for an evening stream. So hopefully we'll have a little bit more luck in the evening. And well, when I lost that game a couple of ones away, that was when it all went downhill. So we'll have to do a March, an Elo March another day now. So anyway, it's good to be back. A little midday stream. Still getting these stay hydrated bots. I've got to get rid of that bot. Who wants a stay hydrated bot? But anyway, thank you so much for everyone who's joined in. Here's some pictures from my latest travels I'll just tell you about. Top left there is a place we did a chess lecture live. Here are the top right picture is the guys from Outrage Chess, and me and Fiona are doing a lecture in a library. So I have been very busy recently, but I'm back now streaming, so I hope to see you over the next month a lot more, and I'm going to do a lot more YouTube videos as well. I can only do a 2-hour stream today, so I've still got a lot of work to catch up on, but hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for another stream in the evening, 7 to 9 p.m, and maybe I'll try a bit more Blitz. I gained some rating points there, not the end of the world, but I also not very impressive play. I need to practice a little bit more before I take on the fine gold. Can't let that monster beat me again. Just can't happen. So thank you everyone who's tuned in today. I'll see you again soon. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you very much. Goodbye for now.